Good evening to the participants of the International Dispute Law and International Dispute Settlement Law, if I say more appropriately, because it says, your course outline says Advanced International Dispute Settlement Law, that is SLW 646, and every week 3 hours should be there, the 60 hours in the semester. Yes. Now what I posted on the screen, can anybody will unmute and read? What is posted on the screen? Can anybody unmute and read?
Dispute resolution.
Read loudly.
Dispute resolution.
Yes. Keep your gadget very near. Sound is very less. So it's a dispute resolution. It's the international dispute settlement law. And here you could see the cursor. What is this cursor showing? What is this cursor showing? Sir Simba. Is it Simba?
Scale.
Yes, it is a scale. No? Very good. Without wasting the time, let us go to the my study class is concerned. This is the asterisk mark what I put it over there. Let you make the recap. Article 27 to 33 of the convention applies to person both in the territory of the belligerents and occupied territory. These articles lay down the principle of general character. For example, it is provided that such persons are entitled to respect their persons. Means such person means belligerent are entitled to respect of their persons, their honor, their religious convictions and practices, whose practices, whose religious customs, whose honors, say belligerents. Say belligerents should be given the respect of their persons, their honor, their religious convictions and practices and their family rights. Everything should be given in a particular. No physical or moral coercion must be exercised against them to obtain information. There is no harassment to obtain any information. To whom? To the belligerents. The convention specifically prohibits measures of such a character as to cause the physical suffering or extermination of the protected person. The convention makes it clear that there should not be any harassment, there should not be any coercion, there should not be any force to get any information or physical suffering or making protection of a person should be there. Besides, in addition to that, these collective punishments and all measures of the intimidation and terrorism are prohibited. There would not be any intimidation, there should not be any terrorism, there should not be any collective punishment. To whom?
Belligerent.
Belligerents. Very good. So next bullet says, according to the convention, the International Committee of the Red Cross. What is this International Committee for the Red Cross? What do? They will supply the grains to the farmers.
No.
What do they do? They supply the water. What do they do?
Oh, they provide on the first aid.
Proceed.
First aid.
It is an organization recognized by the UNO for making the rehabilitation to the armed conflicts or the people are suffering in the war or natural calamity. The Red Cross and National Red Cross Society, there is another society, must be granted facilities for the fulfillment of their task. Who starts belligerent talks? Who are these? They are the NGOs, but recognized by a society recognized by the UNO. However, this is subject to the military consideration and national security. So when they are allowed over there, it will be the subject is their military considerations, because if there is a war going on over there, bombing is over there, then they will not allow any persons to go in that area. But they will help the injured persons, they will do the medical aid, they will supply the goods, they will see that they will be reached to their destination, who belligerents to the respective country. However, this is subject to the military conditions, consideration and national security also. So depending upon that one, it can be done. Who will do? Red Cross Society. What they do? Such a help. To whom? Armed conflict people, or the people, those who are helpless or suffered with the calamities also. So extrajudicial peaceful means, earlier we see the peaceful means, now we will see extrajudicial peaceful means. What are they? In the extrajudicial settlement, a dispute is settled by means of an agreement between the disputed parties. If any person, disputed parties is there either by the state or the state individuals subject to the different states. So the disputed parties agreement would be there. This method is also known as the political means or diplomatic measures. How? Because a person will come and they try to resolve the dispute between the parties, those who are disputes, and this method extrajudicial peaceful means is called either political means or a diplomatical measures. Means a third country will enter and they will see that the two countries problem will be resolved. Is it clear? Say yes or no.
Yes, Prof.
Yes.
When there is a war between the Eritrea and Ethiopia, then peacekeeping force are entered over there and they resolve the issue between the two, and there would be a deportation. Of course, the countries deported their own nationals to the different, but now the situation is there. The diplomatic relations are resumed. Now people are passing from one state to the another state, means from Eritrea to the Ethiopia, or Ethiopia to the Eritrea. So now the negotiation. This is regarded as the oldest and the simplest form of settling the dispute. Which one? Negotiation is the oldest and simplest form of settling the disputes. When the dispute parties settle the dispute themselves by discussion or by adjusting the disagreement, the process is called negotiation. Which process is called negotiation? There would not be any mediator. There would not be any mediator or arbitrator. But here, when the dispute party settles, the disputed parties settle the dispute themselves. Themselves means each party of them. By how? By discussion or by adjusting the disagreement. The process is called negotiation. So, but through the negotiation also, a dispute settlement would be there. The oldest one is negotiation. The best one is if you don't know, you say pass on.
Mediation.
Mediation, because we discussed yesterday. Then I also discussed this. The best way of justice is settlement. I appreciate Dorcas. The dictionary meaning of the negotiation defines it as a discussion aimed at reaching an agreement. For definition of the negotiation, dictionary meaning. A discussion aimed at reaching an agreement. Hence, in case of a disagreement, the method of negotiation can be used to reach the state of peaceful agreement. Suppose, if the two, either you can say, a girl and boy of your family, or your son and daughter, They are fighting for apple. Only one apple is there. How do you make the settlement between the sharing of that apple? Sir, take the kissu and exactly cut into the two pieces and ask them to choose. Is it?
Yes, sir.
So either you can convince them, okay, I will give the amount of the apple and you can buy the another apple or you can buy the another fruit. If they do agree it, it's okay. If they don't agree it, no, I want the same apple and the dispute would be there, then you can settle, okay, you cut it and give it. But again the dispute comes. Suppose a bit range portion is more, again they will quarrel for each other. So what is the best method to settle the dispute? If you know it, you tell me. If not, you can say pass on. I will give the answer. If you know the solution, you can answer me. If you don't know, you say pass on. Don't waste the time.
Pass on.
There we can say, you take the kissu and give to your daughter or a son. If anyone cut, the other man will choose. Repeat. Repeat. You can give the knife to either your son or daughter. If daughter cuts the apple, then preference will be given to the son to pick. Am I right? Say yes or no.
No, no, Prof. You can cut it. No, Prof. You can cut it in two pieces and each one to choose.
No, there will be a dispute is there because they want the bigger portion. Both will fight for that one. You give the knife to any one of your son or daughter and make the condition, if anyone cut, he is the second person to choose. But the other party, either son or daughter, is the first person to pick. Pick and first person. A person who cuts, he is the second option to choose. A person who did not cut, it is the first option to choose. Now, it is the cutter, it is in their hand would be there, whether he cut it a small or a big, whatever the manner it cut it. Naturally, the human tendency would be there, the daughter will pick the bigger one. Am I right?
Yes, Prof.
If it is cut in the equal manner, well and good. But to my knowledge, it is very difficult to cut in equal manner. And hence, at least something would be the more and something would be the less. But who cut it, his option is second. Who did not cut it, his option is first. Is it clear?
Yes, Prof.
Okay. This process of negotiation may be carried by the heads of the state. So naturally, see, to make you understand, I have given the example of the knife and apple and daughter and son. That is the best way of settlement of the dispute. So negotiations may be carried out by the heads of the state or by the representatives or by diplomatic agents. Either the head of the state. Who is the head of the state?
President.
President is the head of the state in Tanzania. Of course, in the state of the head of the state, also in India, there we can say the president only. But in the union is concerned. But the head of the state, because there are 29 states in India. So head of the state means we are the Telangana state. It's a governor. Is it clear? Say yes or no. There are 29 states in India. That's why we can say Union of India. Every state is having own government. Each state head is governor. Spelling Governor. Repeat.
Governor.
Good. But the success of this method depends largely upon the degree of acceptability of claims of one party by the other. So if the other part, both the parties are amicable over there, naturally they will come through the negotiation. However, it has a certain weaknesses too also. On the various occasions, it has been seen that it becomes difficult to come to a consensus. See, if both the parties are in a high attitude of anger, nobody would compromise each other. Am I right? Anger is the worst enemy. Spelling? Korofi. What do you say, angry? A-N-G-R-Y, angry.
Hasira.
So, Hasira is different. Hasira is envy.
Nja.
Inja is hungry. Chakula pula. I say angry. A-N-G-R-Y.
Kukasirika.
Kukasirika is the right.
Hasira.
What is meant by Korafi? Okay, doesn't matter, because you are taking a lot of time to make it out. So anger is a man's worst enemy. Kukasarika is what do you say, enemy?
Adui.
Kasarika is a person, adui to a person in him too. Anger is a worst enemy of a person. Umepata? Did you get it? Say yes. Say yes.
Yes, Prof.
Why you are taking so much time? So another strike. You read that. Read this paragraph. Anyone can unmute and read this paragraph. Read the paragraph which I highlighted on the screen. I said read the paragraph which I highlighted on the screen.
Yes, Prof. Another striking fact is that when the disputant states are unequal, the small states as to abide by the decision of the big states. India and Sri Lanka had settled their boundary dispute in the year 1974 by the negotiation methods. In 1976, India and Pakistan settled their pending boundaries disputes in the Simla Conference through the negotiation method. The Faranka Barrage gunfire issue between the India and Bangladesh were also settled with this method.
See, a big state is India, a small state is Sri Lanka, but through the negotiation, their boundary dispute in the year 1974 by the negotiation method, and still they are binding over there. In 1976, India and Pakistan settled their pending boundary disputes in the Shimla Conference. Shimla is the place which is a hill station through the negotiation method, and they settled the dispute. Farakka barrage gunfire issue, and this is a barrage where the gunfire issue between the India and Bangladesh was also settled with this method. Now India is surrounded by what countries? Sir, we don't know what countries is surrounded with Tanzania. It is, tell me, what countries is surrounded with Tanzania?
Rwanda, Burundi, Kenya, Uganda, DRC.
DRC is far away,
Malawi.
it is not surrounded by. I say it is attached to the border. Attached with the other country border. Sir, Zanzibar. Zanzibar is attached to the border of the Tanzania?
No, sir.
Why you are keeping quiet? Which is the bordering country of Tanzania? Oh, pole sana. I am not supposed to ask you. And you don't know what is the bordering country of the Tanzania.
Kenya, Uganda, Burundi, and Rwanda.
I will show you. See, this is the bordering country of Tanzania. Images I will show you in the image form. Did you see here what countries are attached to Tanzania?
Kenya, Uganda, Burundi, Rwanda, DRC, Mozambique.
It is Zambia is attached to the border, Malawi is attached to the border, Mozambique is attached to the border, Uganda is attached with the border, Burundi is attached with the border, Rwanda is attached with the border, Nairobi, that Kenya is attached with the border. Are you following me? Are you following me? Say yes.
Yes, Prof.
Zanzibar is attached with the Tanzania border. Hapana.
No.
So these are the countries. Is there any dispute between the neighboring countries, Tanzania, regarding the border issue is concerned? Say yes or no. I said, is there any boundary issue is there between the countries with the Tanzania?
Currently, no, sir.
Say why you are taking so much time to say no. As per my knowledge, I am a Muhindi, but I know there is no such a dispute would be there. So now, good offices and mediation. Mediation and good offices come into the picture when parties are not willing to go for the negotiation method or they fail to reach a state of settlement through a healthy negotiation. So when you want to negotiate it also, it should be fair. A healthy negotiation should be there between through the mediation and the good officers come into the picture for the negotiations, or they fail to reach a state of settlement through a healthy negotiation. So generally, if the states are not that much amicable states are there, they would like to settle the dispute with the amicable settlement, that is a peaceful means. A third person assists them in resolving their legal matters. Sometimes a neutral country or a third country will interfere in the matter and see that the dispute resolvement would be there either for the border dispute or any other dispute is concerned. Such a third person may either be appointed by the parties or they themselves choose it or by the Security Council. Sometimes the matter will be referred to the Security Council, then Security Council will appoint one of the country and which is a neutral country, not having attached with any other two countries which are there involved in the dispute, and the third country will try to resolve the dispute between the two parties, means two countries. Am I right?
Yes, Prof.
If the wife and husband dispute is there or quarrel is there, neither the husband side people will be the third party nor the wife side people will be the third party. But a neutral person, a unknown person would be a third party who resolve the family dispute. Am I right? Say. I say. Did you understand what I said?
Please repeat, Prof.
Why you are not taking the time to say that? If the wife and husband disputes are there, I repeat, if the wife and husband disputes are there, then the third party, neither from the husband side nor from the wife's side, but that a third party from the unknown side. Is it clear? I say, is it clear?
Yes, Prof.
Why are you so coolly saying yes, Prof? For instance, there is a match between the Kenya and Tanzania. Who should be the umpire? The umpire should be neither from the Kenya nor from the Tanzania. So a third country which is not very close to the border, say Nigeria or India. Am I right? Would be the umpire.
Yes, sir.
umpire, umpire. How do you pronounce? Umpire or umpire?
Umpire.
Pronounce like that. Spelling?
UMPIRA.
Kosa. UMPIRE. Am I right? Sir, we
You're
don't
right,
know.
Prof.
Sir, we don't know. I will show you the spelling. I will show you the spelling. I said UMPIRE. I said. See what is written? Soma. Read.
Umpire. Umpire.
Umpire.
Read.
Umpire.
In some sports, an official who watches a game or a match closely enforce the rules and arbitrate on the matters arising from the play. Spelling is UMPIRE. I say read means you are writing only umpire. Okay, no matter. So now, they will appoint, the Security Council will appoint such a state which will not be close to any one of the state, neither the close to the border of the any other country. So there have been many instances where the appointment has been made by the Security Council. So Security Council will interfere in the matter of the two country dispute and they try to resolve the dispute. So McNaughton in 1949, in 1950 Dixon, in 1951 Graham, in 1957 Jering were a few, because these people are the act as the umpire and the Security Council appointed them to make the negotiation between the two disputant states. It is also important to note that the third party is under no obligation to accept such an appointments. Even third party which wants to get such an appointment, it should not be any obligation to see it whether voluntarily it will be given the chance to the third person those entity and hailing from the different country should have to take or act to accept it or reject it. The good offices by the Robert Menji and the PM of the Australia were rejected by India for the settlement of the Kashmir issue. In the Kashmir issue is concerned, they rejected it party because it is our internal matter, no third party could interfere in it. The views of the third party acquire the character of advice and they by no means have a binding force. So third party which is appointed over there, only they want to negotiate it and they will not force any party to listen. There are two ways of settling a dispute by a third party, that is number one, mediation and good offices. The third party can mediate or he can use the good office and see that things should be in a right direction. So naturally the third party will be taken a party which is from an advanced country, so the underdeveloped country, they try to listen to them because they don't want to lose the merchandise or relations of the trade would be there naturally. So they will give some consideration. And third party will not be a weak party generally. It will make it out. And who will be acting as a mediator. Of course, that person will be unbiased. So mediation, the third party involved is known as the mediator. When a third party involved over there, we can say the mediation. When the two parties are in dispute. Am I right?
Yes, Prof.
The mediator is always
Yes,
expected to
Prof.
be just and impartial. Mediator is a masculine gender or a feminine gender? Answer me. If you don't know, say pass on.
It depends, sir.
It is refers to both. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, Prof.
What about administrator? What about administrator? So Kimia. Say I don't know or pass on.
Administrator is a male. Administrator is a male. Administratrix is a female.
Administrator is a male. Administratrix is a female. Now let us check whether mediator is there. Mediator is masculine gender or feminine gender. Gender roles as a mediator of sex differences in expressions. So I don't think that there would be a difference would be there. Gender roles as a mediator of the sex differences in expression is concerned, and masculine attributes and a female and a. So now we can say, if you want to say male mediator or female mediator, can we say like that? Can you say like that? Answer is yes. Am I right? Sir, we don't know. Please speak. Don't be keep quiet. If you don't know, you say pass on. Sir, we don't know.
Pass on, sir.
See, when there is a doubt is there, when you are not sure about the masculine or feminine, how do you resolve the issue? Male mediator or female mediator? Agreed?
No.
Then what do you have to say? Mediator and mediatrix.
Just mediator, Prof.
It is refers to the both. If it is a male or female, but if you want to make it very much clear, then you can say he, she. A famous example of mediation is when the Soviet Premier Kosygin settled the dispute between the India and Pakistan by signing the Tashkent Agreement in 1966. One Tashkent Agreement was made, and where the third party is the Premier Kosygin, and he made that agreement in Tashkent Agreement. Where is this Tashkent? Where is this Tashkent? In Tanzania. Where is this Tashkent? It is in the Soviet Union. See, here you have seen. Did you see the Tashkent? I said,
Yes,
did you
Prof.
see the Tashkent?
Yes, Prof.
Then why you are not saying yes? So it is in which area? Near the Uzbekistan, USSR. At the time, Union Soviet Republic was there. It comes under the USSR. Tashkent at the time. So the Tashkent Agreement was there, which is made between the parties. That is India and Pakistan. And that is the agreement in the 1966 regarding the Kashmir border issue is concerned. So this is through the mediation. Of course, it passed through the negotiation. Am I right? Mediation passes through the negotiation. Now let us see the good offices. What is meant by good offices? Where in mediation, the mediator is required to be present in the process. The good offices is basically the act through which the third party either arrange for the meeting between the disputant parties, or he acts in a way through which a peaceful settlement can be reached. So, a good offices would be a place where the settlement of the two parties should be there. Neither the settlement would be there in that country which is the country of the disputant, nor another country which is the country of disputant, but it is the third place. Is it clear?
It is clear, Prof.
If the agreement, if the dispute between the Kenya and Tanzania is there, it will not be a Darussalam, it is not the Nairobi, but they will make as a Kampala is the place where the agreement could be made. A different place. Good office. A good office is basically the act through which the third party either arranges for the meeting between the disputant parties or acts in a way through which a peaceful settlement can be reached. I mean, the place where the peaceful settlement could be reached, that is said to be the good offices. Like I said, Tashkent, I say Simla Agreement. It's the place, office. It is here and it is important to note that here that the third party is not directly involved in this process. So when the parties have failed to come to a term through the negotiation, it is the third party can provide for their good offices for the peaceful settlement of disputes. Let them give some chance to them to realize it, reconcile it, when the two parties will not come to their peaceful settlement. Once the disputant parties are brought under one roof of third party and has no active role to play, although the para 1 of the article 33 does not refer to a good offices as a means of settlement of a dispute, but it may not be read as in an exhaustive manner. So, when the two parties are there, when they come under one roof, something will come out, either in the form of mediation or in the form of negotiation, by the act of the third party. But the two parties never meet together, then the dispute will not be resolved. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, James Harold Wilson, at the time, and lent his good offices to India and Pakistan to reach an agreement in reference to the Kutch issue. There is a place in the Kutch, I believe it is near Rajasthan or Kutch area, it touches to the Goa also. So, Kutch, the issue is there, Kutch issue is there. So, a good office would be made, the Prime Minister, the James Herald in London. And 1947, there was a dispute between the Republic of Indonesia and the Netherlands, wherein the Security Council rendered its good offices. So, there is a dispute between the Republic of Indonesia and Netherlands. So, the Security Council rendered its good offices to resolve the issue. Where is the Security Council? Sir, Imbeya. Where is the Security Council? I said, if you know it, you tell me. Don't kimia. Where is the Security Council? New York. Security Council. I say, why you are keeping quiet? If you don't know, say, we don't know. Read. I say, read what I posted on the screen.
Security Council is situated in which? It is New York City.
Why you are kimia? If you don't know, you say don't know. Sir, we are feeling shy to say we don't know. Don't kill the time. Or you say pass on. I will give the answer. Among the 5 or 6 organs, all organs are of the Security Council is in New York. Only one organ is in different country. What is that organ? If you know it, you tell me. If you don't know it, you say pass on. Don't waste my time.
Pass on.
Oh, what are the 6 organs? Excuse me. Read. I said read.
Tubariki watoto wa Afrika.
Sikiliza mimi darasa, asante sana na shukuru sana, Mungu akubariki na kukulinda.